Greetings, it's Maxo Diddly, and today I am going to be showing you how to do a length check on a string using C. So let's get right into it. Firstly, we need to import these three libraries at the top of your code. The first one is stdio.h. This library is used for input and output operations like printf and scanf. We'll be needing printf to print out the result of the validation. stdbool allows us to use booleans, which we need to store if the validation was true or false, valid or invalid. And string.h contains string handling functions like strlen, which we need to use to check the length of a string or a character array. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do bool length check, const char pointer array, and int value. So bool is going to be done because we want to return a true or a false, true for valid, false or invalid. Length checks the name of our function, the code that's going to check the length of the string and tell us if it's valid or not. Int value is going to basically be the maximum or the minimum value we want our string to be greater than or less than. You can customize this. We're going to be checking if a value is greater than a value, so this will be the minimum value. And const char pointer array, this is going to be our string or character array that we want to do the length check on. So we do const because we don't intend to modify the data we're going to be checking. Char because it's a char array. And the pointer here, the little asterisk, means it's going to be interacting with the exact same array as opposed to copying the data of that array and then giving it to this function. This is slightly better for performance. Inside, we're going to do two lines of code. We're going to do int len equals strlen array and then return len greater than value. So int len is going to be the length of our string or character array, and we do strlen and we pass in our array, and this gives us the length as an integer. And then we're going to check if the length is greater than a certain value. So if it's greater than a certain value, that means it's long enough and not too short, therefore it's valid. Since we put this on the return line, we're going to return the result of this operation. So let's say our value was 5 and the len was 6. This would be true because 6 is greater than 5, but if len was 5 and value was 5, it would be false because 5 is not greater than 5, 5 is only equal to 5. That's all good, but now we have to do the main method. So firstly, we're going to do char input 20 equals hello and int min length equals 3. So we're going to be creating a character array, we're going to call it input, and it's going to be a size of 20, and we're going to initialize it with the value of hello as our test input. You can put code here to get user input, but we're just going to use a variable because getting input in C needs its own tutorial. And then we're going to do int min length equals 3. This is going to be our minimum value. You can change this though. After that, we're going to do bool valid equals length check, input and min length. So we've got a boolean here. It's going to be called valid and it's going to store if the string is long enough or not. And so we call our function called length check. We pass in our input, which is the string we want to validate, and min length, which is the length, the minimum length we want our string to be. You can customize this here, by the way, and make it so you want it to be less than a value, or maybe you want it to just be equal to a value. It's up to you. But the result of this function will return a boolean on this line of code, and this boolean will be sent to this boolean here. After that, we're going to do printf string valid status is %s new line valid question mark true colon false. So this is just going to print out the result of our validation, but we're going to break this down because it might be a bit weird to those of you who are new to C. And that's fine. I thought this was weird as well. So the %s inside the string is a placeholder for a string. Printf will replace the %s with an argument provided after the format string. So basically, this %s will be replaced by either a true or a false here, because it's after this comma. You can do this with %d for inserting numbers into your strings when you print them out. And valid question mark true colon false is a ternary operator. It's a shorthand for an if-else statement. It checks the condition of valid. If valid is true, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. And the function will replace the %s with the result of the ternary operation. Because by default in C, if we try to print out a boolean, it's going to print out 0 or 1 because that's what booleans are on a really super low level. And you can do that, but I thought it'd be cool to show you how you can print out a true or a false based on a boolean. Then we do return 0 because that's the end of the code. So with all that, we save our work and hit play. And it says true because 5 is greater than 3, but if we were to do the min length of 5, it would say false. But then if we did hello 1, it would be true. So, that's it for this tutorial. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more C tutorials. Thanks for watching.